got Rick.
We're going to 1 or 2.
We'll do 2. Make it fair.
2. Come on.
This is NBA
say
style, man.
Give it to Rick.
No way, no.
That's one.
Nobody gets past me.
Wait a minute. Wait, can I see a replay?
You're not scoring. Get the fuck out of here.
Winston, you're never going to score. Come on. Winston, send the pick.
2.
Woo!
That's game,
man.
baby. That's game.
That's game.
Ah! Oh my God. Where am I getting drafted?
In Brooklyn, the history of basketball starts on the blacktop. Sports writer Rick Telander captured the essence of street basketball in his seminal book, Heaven is a Playground. The book chronicled lives of young basketball players striving to make it against the backdrop of urban challenges. And one of those kids just happened to be Nets legend Albert King. We shoot some hoops and talk about what the streetball scene was like back in the day.
And we're gonna do it the Brooklyn way. All right, you showing me those stomping grounds where you used to crush dreams.
Foster Park, 50 years ago. Can you imagine that?
50 years ago. Lots changed in 50 years.
A lot stayed the same. Playground is playground.
But the playground is
Playground never going to change. What is this called now?
No
Foster Park, man.
I
That
will
was
always
it.
call it Foster Park. Here it is.
You can say that anywhere in the city.
Foster
right?
Park, and they know what's
got a
up.
game at Foster Park.
I want to go down memory lane.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Is that the one?
Man.
Man, that brings back
That is, how old were you, 14?
14.
He was 13.
Okay,
how
I
old
was
were you?
13. I was 13.
Exactly
You see now, you
50
see
years.
the sneaks.
The Chucks.
You gotta have them.
That was the balling sneaker.
This is at the Hole in Brownsville.
Okay.
Fly
That's
Williams.
you?
No, Fly
Oh, Fly.
Williams.
That's Fly.
It's like a storybook, a fairy tale. People know the name. He was one of the best ever out of Brooklyn.
Wow.
One of the best ever out of Brooklyn.
But the cool thing about this photo is not just people watching. The referees, platform shoes. he played at Michigan.
Yeah.
He played for Michigan.
At Michigan, he was good.
Wow.
That's Dennis Duval who played at Syracuse.
Wow.
He went on to become the.
And who took all these pictures?
Me.
He had his little camera
And
out.
I got my camera
Sneaking
stolen.
pictures all over the place.
This is back when you had to put a roll of film in and pull it out and hope you didn't expose it, hope that you put it in right.
Brooklyn basketball. Brooklyn basketball.
Yeah, there should be a statue. This is the start of street basketball. They can say Harlem, you know, West 4th, you can, all these different places, but man, it was here. Albert knows, and the guys that came before you, that you knew about. Connie Hawkins.
I mean, so many basketball players come from Brooklyn. Some of the best basketball players were born in Fort Greene. Myself, my brother Bernard, and Winston just said, a lot of people don't know, Michael Jordan was born in
Brooklyn,
Cumberland Hospital in Fort Greene. Not just Brooklyn, but Fort Greene.
As far as like, well, meeting Albert here when he was just 14, as you can imagine.
Wow, same size.
Same size,
I was
and
skinny
everybody
kid.
knew he was
I was
going to be.
In the NBA. You used to play with the players at that age?
I played all around in Brooklyn, but the Subway Stars, I played with them, but it wasn't like,
What's the Subway Stars?
it was
That's my
Rick's
team.
It was his team.
What is that? Like, what were you doing with these guys?
Well, I was writing a book.
Right.
And I had been here for Sports Illustrated because of Fly Williams, the other key element here.
Yeah.
Albert, Fly, of course Winston.
Fly.
And I came back the next year, the summer of '74, when I was 25, and wrote the book. And I would just sit over there on the bench and watch everybody play and start to meet everybody. Some of these guys like, what the hell are you doing here? You know, and as I'm writing a book, and so, yes, right. Albert and these guys who were good players were on teams and everything. They collected me, a group of like misfits, and we named our team the Subway Stars. And we travel around the city, take the subway and play people in different parks. That's how it all started. And that's how I met everybody. And they all took care of me. And like Winston,
He took care of him. He lived in his apartment.
I lived in his
He
apartment.
took over his
And I paid
apartment.
it. How much did I pay
It was
you,
like-
Winston?
I'm still waiting for that.
Still waiting for the check. He's still,
And tell him what kind of bed you gave me.
oh.
You had a floor.
I slept on the floor.
Hey, that's free, man.
Winston, don't worry, I'm going to pay you.
And I'm sure the food was good in your
Check
house.
is in the mail.
That Trini food.
It's hard to believe it was a half century ago we're talking about.
Time flies, doesn't it? So your book has really come a long way. I'm amazed by how many professional athletes have read that book.
Yeah. You know, as every year that goes by, it becomes more and more of almost like a historical, you know, record. You can still see it.
Earth is Earth.
This is about basketball right here, right?
Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna grab some food.
We going? Okay.
You want some Trini food?
Where we going?
Yeah. Oh, my boy's spot, our pizza. It's right around the corner.
The name Aria Pizza comes from Trinidad, the most popular strip, right? That's where all the bars, the restaurants, the street food and everything is. To me, a lot of restaurants go under the banner of Caribbean in fear of going too niche, right? I chose the niche route. I want to say, listen, we are unapologetically Trinbagonian, right? And I just think we deserve somewhere where we could tell a story, because Aria Pizza also, what I want it to be is like a cultural hub, right? And on Flatbush, well, this is the heart of, you know, literally Little Caribbean, right? So there's no other place I think it would have worked the way it worked on Flatbush, yeah.
So what type of food was in this neighborhood before
Italian food,
50 years
pizza.
passed?
I just ate burgers and pizza. That's about it. The best place we used to go was Junior's.
Okay.
Junior's right on Flatbush Avenue. That was like
you dress
whoa,
up, you go to Junior's.
we're going to Junior's and you get that
Cheesecake.
big strawberries on top.
Still an iconic place.
Like little places like this. This is great now. You didn't find that back then.
Brooklyn's always been diverse though with their people.
Right.
So the people are now empowered to build their own businesses.
Yeah.
And feed their communities as well.
What's up, baby? How you doing, baby?
Here we go.
Smelling good.
Thank you. So Chef Picky hooked us up with a spread. We have some fried rice, scalloped potatoes, macaroni salad, barbecue chicken, barbecue lamb, barbecue shrimp, and just some French fries to throw in there for good measure.
So when is the next edition coming up? When's
There ain't gonna be another one, that's it.
You gotta
That's it?
The things I've added to that book over the years is now longer than the original book. I never knew it was gonna even get printed.
Is this statement really true?
It is absolutely true.
The best basketball book I have ever read.
Bye.
Barack Obama. Is that true?
It's absolutely true. It took me forever to get it. He said it. I knew him a little. I knew him a little bit, you know, just
Name
kind of.
dropping, but go ahead.
And just name dropping. Obama's a nutcase for basketball.
I don't know. Is this a Seinfeld situation? Everyone going into the fries at the same time? Isn't that double dipping?
It's unity.
Isn't that?
Double dipping is sauce.
No, sauce, yeah, sauce.
Double dipping, you take a bite, put it back in the sauce. It's like, hey,
that's
bro,
definitely
you double dipping.
No, you
Don't do
can't
that.
have that. No.
Well, fellas, this was an amazing trip down memory lane. Like, getting to see kind of like a snapshot in history of where you grew up and what it means to the borough and the beginning of the game of basketball for many people. I think every player started on the playground.
And for me, to see Rick again, I mean, it's mind-boggling to see that it's been 50 years.
Well, we're talking 1974. Think of that. Half century ago. That was going to be the end of it. There wasn't going to be a book. There was going to be nothing. We didn't know Albert was going to be a pro. Well, we did pretty soon. I should have been his agent. That's what I should have done. But it
all worked out.
It is remarkable.
Well, thank you all. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Food's good.